Girl Talk, from the book, Singers, written by Peter Maguire. Read by Lucy Wharton. They like to chat about the dresses they will wear tonight. They chew the fat about their tresses and the neighbors fight. Inconsequential things that men don't really care to know become essential things that women find so apropos.
Tina North and Shelia South met every Tuesday lunchtime at an Italian restaurant. The Chez did not open on a Monday, so there was no need to sleep late. The restaurant with its relaxed and friendly atmosphere was enjoyed by both of them. The owner liked what he called the showbiz crowd, and many of the musicians and singers from the various clubs around town went to eat there on a regular basis. During the meal their talk was inconsequential. Cosmetics. The new dress shop in Fullergate. Shoes. Very often about shoes. Minor health issues. Then along with the coffee, and the token gesture, a large glass of grappa, on the house, the more serious gossip and chat would commence. The young guy who sits at the bar nursing a beer as though he is never going to drink it. Who is he? The young man, Shelia South had frequently seen, but never spoken to, had appeared on the scene a couple of months before, came most nights, said little or nothing to anyone, always plunged in his own thoughts. Not bad looking. Probably older than he looked. A kind of sad face. Thick dark hair with a curl to it. Tina North looked into the distance for a moment and replied nothing heavy. I like him. We just got talking. You know how it is.
Shelia South asked, "Are you sleeping with him?"
Tina North looked slightly amused and said, no, and sipped her grappa. A musician of some sort. I think he plays the trumpet. Came back home north, from London. A really nice guy. Nothing like the usual gropers. What does he do? Tina North replied, nothing much so far as I can see. Recovering from some kind of breakdown.
Oh yeah. Shelia South did not take a sympathetic view of men, and their largely self-inflicted problems.
No. Not self-pity. Took me a while to get him to tell me much about himself. Seems to lack trust. Especially when it comes to women. Shelia South, who had many contrary experiences, was not inclined to be moved by complaining men and their woes. After hours the week before last he told me all about it. He had been working freelance on the London scene. Making a living. He had been going out with the same girl for almost a year. Small and blonde. Outgoing and sociable. He said to me that it is possible to love someone too much. She was that someone. One evening towards Christmas she was over at his place. He had felt for a while, not a stupid guy, that things between them had not been quite the same. She came out with that killer phrase.
Let's just be friends.
Well, he was hurt. Though it was not unexpected. They kissed and off she went into the night. There was for him a sense of relief. It had been good. It was over. He telephoned some friends who were having a party and started to get washed and dressed. Then the doorbell rang. It was the girlfriend, standing on the mat, distraught, with tears streaming over her cheeks. Rushed in and clasped her arms around his neck. No party for him. Bed. 2 days before Christmas Day, she left him again. This time for good. The first breakup he was able to reconcile himself to. The second one left him devastated. Couldn't eat. Started losing weight. Even music was an effort. Tina North asked for her coffee cup to be refilled. Some weeks later a close friend worked in a business nearby, some kind of factory, by accident, or chance, discovered the truth about what had really happened with Carl's girlfriend. The young guy who props up the bar is called Carl. One of his friend's workmates told him he had been seeing this small blonde for a while now. But she began to get on his nerves. They had arranged to meet. He decided to finish it there and then. The friend told Carl, his workmate was amused, that basically he had told her to get lost. This she did, and tearfully had gone straight back to Carl and his welcoming arms, having only broken up and left him less than an hour before. Carl left London, came home, didn't go out of the house for more than 3 months, was introduced into the Chez Joey by a friend. "Are you going to start sleeping with him?" Shelia South asked conversationally, rather than prurient interest.
No, I don't think so.
Tina North was well aware about the consequences of betrayal. The pairing of hurt souls healed nothing. "What about last week?" said Shelia South, the narrative now firmly in her corner. "There was a group of men in the club. I only recognized one of them. Dave told me later they were all from universities, attending some kind of conference up at the City University. You probably didn't notice them, coming in, sitting in that hole they like to call a dressing room. Well, they're on my high stool, and I noticed one of them in particular. You know what a lot of the punters are like. Pretend to listen to your singing, but are in fact peeling off your bra with their eyes. This chap seemed to be a bit different. Oh yes, he was looking. Yes, he was looking, but in a different way. It sounds really stupid, but it was a sort of adoration. Made me feel like some kind of saint." Tina North, amused, said, "That will be the day." The next evening he was there again. Never took his eyes off me. Albert, the one who waits on, the one with the slicked back hair, told me later that this unknown admirer had asked if could buy me a drink. You know how it is looking into the crowd and semi-darkness, you don't really take all that much in. But I did get a reasonably good look at him. Not young, not old, presentable, a studious-looking man. You could see he was some sort of teacher. Well, I told Albert, of the slicked hair, that if the man asked to buy me a drink, that's if he came back again, to say yes. I thought he might make a change from the usual, come back to my place type. Did he? What? Buy you a drink? There he was again, for a third night in a row. On his own. No friends with him. It was the night those bloody red velvet curtains got jammed and refused to close. You know how I hate to get down off the stool in full view of the public. Nothing needed to be said to explain this. Tina North nodded sympathetically. When I did get down off the stage and up to the bar, but he was gone. Dave told me that he had almost leapt through the door and rushed off down back Cannon Street as if he was being chased by demons. Most peculiar. Can you trust any one of them? This was a sentiment they both shared, each having their own reasons, and fractured memories, to remind them why this should be.
Sisters recognize. No matter how you try to understand them. Oh no, you can't trust a man. If you enjoyed Tina North and would like to receive notifications of forthcoming videos, please press the subscribe and like buttons.